Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So we erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll start the drive with Harris, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Newton. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the red zone now, Newton. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they start at their own 7. Well, we heard all week think that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And got his man complete.
I'm the best in the game.
Touchdown, Houston. Najee Harris, 75 yards. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play action. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. There he goes right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nelson Aguilar, 75 yards. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Wentz going to look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Newton steps away to his left. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throwing is Newton. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Oh, he fakes a spike. Flushed out right. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin with Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 114 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wentz now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown, Jaguars! Robert Tunyon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Touchdown, Houston. Jerry Jeudy, 75 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Zach Cunningham. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The ball comes out. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Shoves him aside near the 35. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 143 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down now. It's Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a play fake. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now Newton on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Check Mike 50. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Check 52. Back. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Again, it's Henry. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Harris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. This likely a must-have. Third and goal. Harris. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Najee Harris. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. They're going to run it with Harris. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On second and 9, Wentz. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now Wentz on third down. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Henry again on second down. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. The Cam's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Newton. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jones, the linebacker. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Newton's throw taken in by Hawkinson here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On 1st and 10, Newton escaping the pressure right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And some room to roam now. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
so for Jacksonville, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.